Hey everybody, how's it going today? Just thought I would do a review of my Ruger PC carbine, keeping in mind that I am not ex-military and I am not like great with breaking down guns or putting them together. I know some things, but I'm more of your average user. A few years ago, I was looking for an easy way to shoot, or a cheaper way to shoot, and I figured that I would get a carbine that fired pistol rounds. So I looked at the Kel-Tec and the Ruger and decided to go with the Ruger. Even looked at the High Point, but I found a good deal on the Ruger and I decided to go with it. And so there's some bonuses to it. One, it has two magazine wells, a Glock one and a Ruger one, and it's pretty easy to change them out so that it'll take the standard Glock or the PMag Glock magazines. So you can get up to, I have up to a 30 round or 27. I think this one's 17 and this one is 12. Anyway, it'll take all the Glock magazines. I broke down the gun real quick. It breaks down really easy. To put the magazine well in, you pretty much just drop it in here. She gets lined up. Nope, had it the right way. And depress the release. And it should slide right in there and sit into place. And then it will take the magazines just like it's supposed to. Drops right out. So in order to do that, they don't come out the bottom obviously because you don't want them falling out with everything else. You take the action part of the gun, drop it back in here, and there are two screws at the bottom here. You can see them with little hex heads on them. They screw right in, standard hex, and your magazine well is changed and back together. I do like I said, the fact that this shoots any of your 9mm rounds. It's a lot cheaper than, even with the price increase, it's still a lot cheaper than a lot of the other rounds up there. The nice thing about this too is that, I mean, if you want to store it someplace small, you can see how small it breaks down to. You're less than 2 feet. It'll go into a very small case. The barrel drops right in at a little bit of an angle, clips right into place, and you can see there's a release right here at the bottom that releases it. So if you need to take it back off, take it right off. Pretty simple. Nice easy design, locks right into place. There's a tightening ring right here if you need to adjust it. It has your standard more AR style action here, and there's a release right here at the bottom that you press up on. It'll drop it right home, and then it locks open with that same one. And then, like I said, it'll take your average Ruger magazine, just like that. It has a built-in rail on it already, so you can attach any kind of sight you want to it. I have a red dot on it, just a basic one. The battery's dead on it right now, so I got to get that fixed. Another nice thing on it is the standard stock it comes with. You can see right here. It has a built-in spot for a sling, so if your average standard sling here, you can see how it just, if you press this in, it'll slide over and lock. So you can slide that right onto the stock of the gun, slide it over, clip it in place, and then tighten that back down. Just locks right back in place. And same thing on the other side. Just slides right through. Once again, you just depress the button, flip it over, let it clip into place, and then you can tighten that down so it doesn't release on you. So, pretty easy gun to take apart to clean. Like I said, it's let's see here. We'll start this process, see how long it takes me to take it apart. So take the sling off, which just to me, you don't have to take a sling off to clean it, just makes it easier to work with. Release the magazine, lock the action open, pull that lever right there, turn, unhooked, and then like I said, if you want to change out the well for the original, spin those back. So far I've put about, I don't know, maybe 100 rounds through it so far, due to the, even though pistol rounds are cheaper, they're still expensive. Action does have to be closed in order to remove that. So it's removed, and like I said, if you want to change out that magazine, well, it's as easy as depressing the release and just pushing up, and it just pops right out. And then if you want to put the and I can slide that through. You want to put the original Ruger one back in, you just set it in there, depress the release button, slide it in place. Done. Now it goes back to the original Ruger magazines. So I'll probably go out and do some shooting with it in a few minutes here. Haven't run into any rounds that this thing will not take so far, but like I said, I've only put maybe, I don't know, 100 rounds through it so far. But very nice little gun so far. Okay, so I'm back about 80 feet from my targets. Since my red dot is dead at the moment, the nice thing about this is, if you can see right here, there's a hole in the bottom of it. It allows you to see right through to the peep sights. Oops, sorry, I'm a little off there. It allows you to see right through the peep sights there, so I can use that to fire. So I'm going to fire at the left one from about 80 feet, see if I can hit anything today. Who knows, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. Okay, well, not horrible so far. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 rounds, 4 nice hits right in a row. So I'm going to pop back to about 160 feet, see how that goes on a fresh target. All right, I'm back about 160 from it. Safety on. Okay, well, not horrible for an amateur with open sights. I do have 2 that are just barely hit the paper down here, but the other 2 are right in there, right mid body where they're supposed to be. One of them was 1/4 inch from the X, so that was 160 feet with open sights. So I think you can see why I enjoy the gun. I mean, it was 50 some odd yards, pretty much right on target. If I had my red dot with a good fresh battery in it, I'd probably be right on there. I could probably back up to 75, 80 yards, be pretty accurate with it. It does have I believe it's a 16-inch barrel, if I remember correctly. It does have, like I said, the built-in rails already for a flashlight out here if I wanted to, which I may do at some point, but I don't know. And then it does have the rail up top here already built in. So I would highly recommend the Ruger PC Carbine. Like I said, I have the 9mm version. I think they make one other version of it too for like 45, but I chose the 9 just because of the price of shooting it. All right, everybody, have a good week. We'll talk to you later.